So hi guys, in this lesson we'll be introduced to the concept of electric charges. We have mentioned this concept in passing in previous lessons, but here we'll understand the nature of these charges and how they are produced. First of all, the most basic means of producing an electric charge is by the movement of electrons. We already know that atoms are neutral because they have the same number of positively charged protons and negatively charged electrons. However, when these atoms lose electrons, they become deficient of negative charges and become a positively charged ion. On the contrary, when they gain electrons, they boast an ample amount of negative charges and become a negatively charged ion. Since all forms of matter are made of atoms, they can be made to possess certain types of stationary charges. These stationary charges are referred to as static electricity because there is no movement of electrons. Basically, when two materials come in contact, the frictional force generates electric charges in these materials because some electrons are transferred from one of the materials to the other. The material that loses electrons becomes positively charged, while the material which gains electrons acquires a negative charge. These charges arise as a result of the imbalance of charges within or on the surface of the materials, thereby creating a temporary charge. Static electricity manifests in several manners, and I am sure that we have all experienced it in one way or the other. We've all scratched our hair with a ruler and eventually used the ruler to attract a piece of paper. We've gotten a mild shock when opening a metal door after walking on a carpeted floor. We've seen clothes left out to dry in the wind get stuck as though it was washed with an adhesive like glue. We've tried to comb our hair on a very dry day, like during Harmattan, and noticed tiny hair strands fall off. In fact, on such dry days, we might have noticed a sparkle in our hair if we were in a dark room. Now, these are all examples of static electricity and ways in which it manifests. It is also pertinent to know that all of these charges created are either positive or negative, depending on the movement of electrons. So, there will only be an attraction if a positive charge is placed near a negatively charged material. This attraction can be noticed when we place a glass rod and a plastic rod that has been rubbed on a silk cloth together. On the other hand, if two like charges are placed in the path of the other, they will repel each other. You can try this by rubbing two glass rods on a silk cloth and placing both within 1 centimeter of the other. The positive charge generated on both rods will cause repulsion. I am certain that you've learned a lot about static electricity in this lesson. So next time you are startled by any of the processes described here, just embrace the shock. I'll see you later.